Let's talk about facing disagreements. First is making sure that you guys agree more than you disagree. You can see in this example on how Adam is really trying to balance that agreement and disagreement.
Yes, it kind of clouds. Does it take away from maybe more original ideas? Maybe, but so yeah. I mean, I imagine they'll do something with it.
The reason being, if the other person is labeling you as an enemy in their mind, then things are going to get much more heated. Friends help each other out, and they have common grounds. So showing that you're friendly allows for you to take out all the unnecessary drama. Here's another example where, it's he's trying to really avoid the direct conflict.
Left it, or
I left
was
it, so it was not a
stolen?
crime. Well, to be determined.
So did you steal this? And
No, but I think I borrowed it from the good people at Armani. They're very nice.
If you want to see more stuff like this, just subscribe. Next is about seeing disagreements differently. Disagreements are actually when the real talk between you and other people really start to happen. See how these questions reveals the real reason behind certain decisions.
No point in this movie do we hear the 1996.
All that would have doubled our budget. It has more of a classical depravity.
Sure.
I will even go as far as saying, if you haven't had much major disagreements with someone, you don't really know who they are. Because when anyone is close enough to other people, disagreements will happen. And that is when the real relationship is being built. Another example on how relationships helps you get to know the person.
We're squishy, we're centrist. What's wrong?
I like that. I think it makes it a fun conversation.
But something that really helps with this is understanding self-respect, which I talk about in a different video. Next is a pause can really ease up that conflict. Just look at how the people understood the pause just as much as the words.
I've got that. There's a lot of reasons you take a job.
Right.
And some of those are artistic, and some of them.
The pause is very much an indirect way of communicating with other people, but still direct enough for them to be able to figure out themselves. But very different than ghosting people. Do not ghost people. Here's another example where the pause is signaling that the answer is not going to be very smooth.
You have people you felt you really clicked with?
I always wanted and maybe never totally had that best friend.
Last is bringing in a third option. You can do this to sometimes bring in someone that's more objective. This doesn't have to be the actual person, but you can just kind of refer to them in the conversation, like this.
I don't have any interest in revisiting my high school character.
Yeah.
And frankly speaking, for Ben McKenzie, I know he doesn't either. So,
Yeah.
This kind of shifts some of the pressure off yourself. And it's also a way of saying, hey, some of the things I'm talking about actually have some kind of backing. And this can be a way for you to get the other person to hear you out just a little bit more. So let me know if you like any of these points, and I will talk to you in my next video.